Hello and welcome to Wyckoff Training Academy. It's been a long time that I've uploaded any video. Due to Ramadan, I was completely held up in different things. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the version which I've introduced a few days or few weeks back. That is Wyckoff accumulation and distribution. So what is this basically? This particular indicator of tool is going to give you. Like for example, if I look over here, this is a schematic. If we zoom in, this is a schematic of a distribution from Stock Market Institute, which is the baby of Richard D. Wyckoff. So what does this mean? This means whenever there is an uptrend, how an uptrend would end and a downtrend would start. That means how an up move will end and a markup and a down markdown would start. This is markdown. This is markup. So after this markup, how this entire thing would form itself, and it would result in a distribution kind of analysis. So basically, what Wyckoff did is like he gave some schematic kind of thing. What are the schematics? Schematics is just you can say a way of analyzing either accumulation or distribution in a simpler way. So here, what is happening is we are approaching prices approaching upwards. We are encountered the preliminary supply, then a buying climax, automatic rally or automatic reaction. Then there is a testing taking place, and every time we hit this particular line, this is something which is called as an ice level, snow ice. This is ice, and we are price is above this ice, and it is trying going upwards and down, upwards and down, and all of a sudden this ice breaks, and person sinks into the river, then comes back up and find himself in a thicker ice, and then bouncing back from that particular thicker ice, it starts plummeting downward. This is a simple analogy behind this thing. So what this thing is just divided into phase A, B, C, D, and E. What is phase A? Phase A is where there is a buying climax, preliminary supply, and an automatic reaction. Automatic reaction is once it is confirmed that means whatever has happened over here is phase A. After that, whenever there is a testing taking place, or either in terms of up like uh, in distribution, we look for UTAD upthrust after distribution. So whenever there is testing taking place, this testing could be one, two, three, or more than that. It doesn't depend upon like oh, it has to go for three testing, two testing, and four testing. Testing of what? Testing of all the liquidity areas on either sides. So when the testing occurs, take place. Along with testing, we observe the wave momentum, like how the wave form. Are they filled with momentum, or is there any sluggish price movement? So based on that, we analyze whether this is a uh, accumulation or distribution kind of a thing. And after that, once a UTAD is defined, testing would happen in the within the range of B. And after UTAD, it confirms that now we are into a phase C analysis. And after that, the phase C analysis, the instant gratification is that it should break the ice and then it should come back and test the ice and then sink in. So testing of this one, or which we can say last point of supply or last point of support, whatever you want to name it, that is called as phase D. And then the price coming downwards is called as that, which is a markdown phase, is normally called as downtrend also in today's era. So this is what a normal distribution schematic would look like. So now to deal with this entire activity, consider every single dot, single part of the line to be a price band or a price executed price, you can say, to be precise, is taking place over here. So this could be of 2 days, this could be of 20 minutes, this could be of 20 days, this could be of 10 hours, depending upon your time frame. So now the catch is here. Whenever we see a distribution phase, when we'll ascertain that whether this distribution phase was there or not. I had seen many a times we get a U-dark, price comes back, dips below, and then goes up. That means this is not a distribution. This is something else, which is called as reaccumulation. And in practical, like I'm trading since 17 years, and I'm a Wyckoff analyst, and I train and teach people around based on Wyckoff. So I also stumbled upon these questions, and the main part which resonates with me is like, the main part which I have interest in is like, is it applicable? If it is applicable, how can we make it applicable? If it is applicable, how I should apply it, or if it is not applicable, then how I should make it applicable. So based on this things, I have developed an indicator which is called as RD Wyckoff Accumulation and Distribution. Initially, it was named as Accumulation and Distribution version 258. I changed it to version 250, which RD Wyckoff Accumulation and Distribution. So this is a distribution schematic. Now we'll look at it. Look at one second. Let me fix this one. We'll look at distribution schematic, accumulation schematic. So now what is an accumulation schematic? We are looking at a chart that is FCPOM 2025. So now what an accumulation would look like? Like we have a same kind of situation taking place over here at this particular point, and we are talking this entire thing has taken place over here. So that's the reason we had seen this mark of phase. Okay, this was a chart I shared on my various groups. So what basically we are doing here is, what price is basically doing, when we are coming down, that means when we are coming down, we have a preliminary support. After that, we have a selling climax. And then after selling climax, we have automatic rally. This makes an automatic rally confirms a phase A from test 1 till before the spring. Because in accumulation, as in a distribution, we look for upthrust, but in accumulation, we look for spring. This entire movement is considered as phase B. Let me clear this thing so that you will be able to understand. Let me make it bigger. Reduce this one. So this is happening, then phase A is clear, phase B is clear. Phase C is confirmed when we have a spring. That is called as phase C. Whatever price action has done in between this line. So we draw a line from automatic reaction, and from selling climax we draw a support, and we intend that price might be testing it many a times from both the sides, giving us multiple tradable opportunities. Considering this to be an accumulation, So what are the characteristics of an main accumulation? There would be cessation of price going downwards with the help of volume, and after that we go break this particular automatic rally or automatic reaction level. Sorry if it just cluttered. Automatic reaction level, that is also called as resistance. And some of the future contributors, they named it as creek. So this is called as jump across the creek. Once the spring is set, there might be a first test or second test. Commonly, most common is first test, testing of spring. If this is the high volume, that you should know. If it is high volume, then there would be a testing taking place at this particular point. After this spring, we have broken out of this particular creek level. We jumped from this creek, from this side of the creek to this side of the creek, and then prices coming back, and it is testing it. That makes us a last point of support or last point of supply, and after that we rally upwards. Now this is called as markup phase. This is called as markdown phase. So now, what is the intention? What is our my intention to be taking discussing about this schematic? To cater to this schematic, to cater to this schematic study, because this is not practical in a practical trading. I train many people who are very well versed with schematics and all the stuff. But when we come to numbers, like how many setups we can get based on this one, so there comes unclear answer. Why? Because it is not like that they are not they don't use or they don't know how to apply. They are master of their trades, and by that I really mean they know that what they are talking about. But the lacuna, the main problem with the phase analysis is you will not get exact phase analysis as it has been depicted in this particular schematic or either in this particular schematic. So people get stuck to the schematic rather than the idea which Richard D. Wyckoff had. Richard D. Wyckoff had an idea of transfer of power or transfer of contract or transfer of interest taking place between buyers and sellers or from sellers to buyers. So, like for example, this chart I posted today of 1 hour FCPOM. And first of all, this particular indicator, okay, Wyckoff accumulation and distribution, works on any time frame, any instrument, any financial market. So it gives you a distribution and an accumulation. Along with distribution, it gives you reaccumulation, and along with accumulation, it will give you redistribution. So the people who buy this indicator, they get 1 hour full tutorial on how to use these things so that you can understand and you can trade and you can forecast which way the market is going to go and where to be plan your trade and what should be your trade, either long or buy. So that is completely clear because this is a complete trading system in itself. So just to highlight in this particular video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see and show you how we have observed. Like for example, let me bring from this particular data. So here we got shortening of thrust, we got a distribution from this particular point. Then we got accumulation or a redistribution. Accumulation or a redistribution. We got a redistribution LPS and then down she goes. Now we got accumulation, and after accumulation we got after accumulation we got another LPS over here, and up she went. Here we got a distribution and price started plummeting. We haven't got any opportunity. This is normally the problem with the market. Because what happens if you follow the schematic, then you have to wait at least one or two tests after confirmation of automatic rally, and then at least two tests, then a spring or either a upthrust to confirm your entire phase analysis. But with this tool, I have computed this tool with the help of volume, price, momentum, sentiments, market sentiments, everything, which Wyckoff did in his time by way of time and distance. Because in the days of Wyckoff, Richard D. Wyckoff, there was no volume. He just used to get ticker tape, and based on that, he used to make his own hand chart, and based on that, he used to do the schematic analysis. So using technology in our to our advantage. This is a distribution. So what distribution means? After a distribution, price is about to go downwards. After an accumulation, price is about to go upwards. What is redistribution or reaccumulation mean? That is a part wherein the person who, the trader who of this course will get of this indicator will get come to know about what distribution, redistribution, and reaccumulation is. So I just marked the turning point. This was an accumulation corresponding to this particular price area. Price went upwards. This is another accumulation area. Price went upwards. Now this is the distribution taking place. Now market is not operational at this particular point, so we don't know what is going to happen. Either we are going to see a price down, or price might be going downwards, or either price might be screaming upwards. Here it was an accumulation that resulted in this much of price rise, and here it was a distribution, and it started plummeting downwards. So what is of our important our interest before initiation of any move, we get a label on particularly on this particular bar. It says accumulation is about has begun. So now this accumulation has begun or has ended. It will give you this much of periphery to understand whether this accumulation is going to go upward or downwards. Always remember, when there is a shortening of thrust taking place, I'm talking in terms of Wyckoff traders. When shortening of thrust is taking place, it is always like an arching kind of a thing, like David used to tell. David Wise used to tell. So here we have an arching of arch over of price plus shortening of thrust in waves and lows. That makes then a story. Now, once we get out of this trade, pull back, I would enter over here with this much of profit. So if I mark my profit from this particular point, and it is applicable on all the freely fairly traded market with my stop underneath. So it has given me 145 points. That is a risk to reward ratio of 5.58. So this is I'm trading on 1 hour chart. When you come down to 5 minutes or any other time frame, I trade based on 5 minutes. I'm a day trader. I though I share my analysis on different forums for short-term swing and long-term trading. So this tool this tool is very useful for trading any time frame. Like for example, if you see here we got 1 second. This video might be to some degree it might be a lengthy video. So please bear with me. This is an accumulation distribution. Then after the distribution, what happened? Price went downward, then came up, then come up, then so this is a place to buy. And price went up. Every distribution gives us confirmation that price is going to go upward. Either it would be a distribution or either it would be a reaccumulation. How a distribution gets converted into reaccumulation, that part is I'm going to cover it in 1 hour training video for this indicator once the people who have opted for who are going to opt for this indicator. So that is a different story. So this is it, and like let us see at what has happened on uh, XAUUSD today. Now I marked this chart. I remember I marked this chart uh, somewhere here based on accumulation. This accumulation resulted in this price. Price went upwards, and it started it started a churning movement and going sideways, and later on resulted in a redistribution, which was the result of this entire distribution. You can say this is the distribution shortening of thrust, the accumulation shortening of thrust, the spring, and then I got an entry, and this was a very huge profit for a day trader. And then after that, it resulted in a redistribution and price started plummeting downward. So now after that, what happened? As you can see, we got accumulation. Look at the bar where the accumulation level was printed. The accumulation level was printed on this particular bar. So from this particular point, accumulation started. It never gave us any opportunity. It started moving upwards. So this is a V correction, V type correction or V correction. So this tool, why this tool? Why a trader need why a Wyckoff trader needs this tool? He or she needs this tool because we cannot apply all the schematics, because at times we would see V correction or M correction or W correction or V correction, or sometimes might be in a looping market. So how would you assess this thing? So you should have, or you should, this is an advanced tool with very statistical and mathematical formulas put into to identify the clear accumulation and distribution areas or price levels or price band. So from there onwards, we can plan a trade for either a higher move or to catch a bigger lower move. Our intention is this one in this one is to minimize the risk, increase our probability of winning the trades, and making the or earning big profits out of trades with small stop loss. This is what our intention is behind trading with this tool. If we see at BTUSD, BTUSDT, this is what my analysis was. Like for example, I shared this chart when it was trading over here at this particular point. I clearly mentioned price undergoing distribution or reaccumulation. See, started plummeting downwards. This is a distribution. What happens after this ribbon, that is a different wave kind of thing. But at this particular point, we should pay attention on distribution and accumulation. This is one of a different kind of indicator, because it will give you turning points beforehand, and once those turning points uh, unfold themselves in such a way which we explain to you what to look out for after this one, and based on that training you can assess whether this market is going to go downwards or upwards, and same goes with here. So how to assess whether the market is going to go upwards? This was an accumulation occurred. This was a distribution occurred. By accumulation means price would go down upwards. After distribution, price would come downwards. After distribution, we are expecting price to come downwards. So till the time which we have seen so far, one, two, three, this three, and I haven't gone back. After that, if we see, This paid as well. This paid as well. This is also paid as well. Three, three from that chart, three from this chart. This is also paid as well. This is an accumulation. So you can mark the accuracy like 3, 3, 6, 7. 7 I'm not considering these ones. So because they are distribution and or reaccumulation. So how to assess whether this would be a distribution or a reaccumulation or would get converted into a reaccumulation? That would be trained to the students who opt for this indicator, so that you would be in a position to understand what this particular price move is doing. And along with this one, if you opt for other tools like 155 version and other wise wave, automatic wise wave, auto wise wave of mine, and other tools as well. Apart from this, you will be in a better position to understand. Like if you see, this is XAUUSD, so it will give you clear, precise. Like for example, it has given us an accumulation identified excellent rate at this particular point. It has given you an accumulation point at this particular point. And after that, whatever the distribution and whatever the distribution is taking place, how to deal with this distribution, that you will know, understand, and with more confidence whether this accumulation is going to hold or whether this distribution is going to hold. So this is it, and this is a very small video, so that I try to make it very small, so that you all people should get benefit, because this is all my indicators. I'm about to end sale of all my indicators by 4th of this April, and I want all of you, most of the traders who are struggling and who are trying or who knows Wyckoff and who want to grow themselves, because these are, I am the only one who's making this kind of indicators, and as per till now which I have seen in the market, because I'm a trainer, technical analyst, trader, and coder by myself. So this is a very unique tool I have developed for the traders, so that it will reduce your work for identifying phase analysis and running after phase analysis and losing trades, or either getting into trades when the entries are already been passed on or expired. So if you are looking forward to a solution for your phase analysis or accumulation and distribution, this is the best tool which you can have at this point of time. So if you want, you can opt for it. And how to contact me is there in the description. My Telegram ID. You can DM me on 4th till 4th of this month. I have this sale going on, and after that I'm stopping the complete allotment of indicators. So, in a nutshell, what this indicator does, it gives you beforehand which side the market is going to go and what kind of trade or trading opportunity we should be looking out for. If you know which side, what now, if you know two things, which side the market is going to go, and second thing, what should be the trade setup that I am should be looking out for, and how this that trade setup should shape up. If you know these three factors, then no one will no there is no one who can stop you from earning. Okay, so I'll end my presentation on this. This was a long-awaited presentation. Due to Ramadan, I was not able to make the presentation, and I have one more Wyckoff string and upsurge indicator, which I had a plan to record it today, but due to some reason, I'll be recording it tomorrow. So this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for availing the indicators. If you feel like this adds value into your understanding, and all the indicators are repaint, non-repaint. They all are they work on live market, and they come along with alerts whenever there is a change in, like whenever this label prints, it will shoot you an alert, and you can connect through webhook and other kind of thing to your terminal, or to your webhook, and get an WhatsApp or what kind of notification which you want to push. so that you can please plan your trades, what is going to go, what is going to happen. And after purchase, you will get a 1 and 1.5 hour training, so that how to make use of it and how to find trades and take trades in a better perspective. Thanks a lot for watching the video. If you have any doubt, you can reach out to me. My Telegram ID is there in the description. Uh, Please feel free to connect with me. And the offer lasts till 4th of July. After that, I'll not be issuing any indicators to anyone. Thanks a lot for watching the video.